All right, so this is going to be the August reading for the sign of Capricorn. So anyone with prominent Capricorn placements in the birth chart, thank you so much for being here. So again, this is August 2023. Let's see what's coming through for the Capricorns, please. Let's open the channel, sit in the energy. What group of Capricorns am I reading for today? May their energy flow through so we can see what's up for August. Just want to say thank you to anyone and everyone who has supported the channel. I've been on for a little over 2 months and I've hit the 100 subscriber mark. So that's a huge milestone for a channel like mine. I really appreciate all of the engagement, the subscribers, the likes, the comments. As always, if you were able to gain any perspective or insight from today's reading, please hit the little thumbs up button, like the video. I'd really appreciate it. Subscribe to the channel. If you're not a subscriber, I would love to have you there. All right, so let's get into it. Okay, so I'm gonna be honest. So I meditate. Usually I meditate before every video. I mean, at least I pray, right? Or like set a little intention or something. But I've been trying to do a little meditation for each zodiac sign for the August readings. And so when I'm in there, I capture certain feelings or visions or something like that. So with yours, it was like, it made me blush. I don't know what that was about, but it's like the Capricorn is super powerful right now. Like people are just a little, I don't know, like they admire you or they're intimidated or just it feels like being in your presence. It's like, almost like famous or celebrity like, or I don't know, unless someone really likes you or you really like someone. Like someone has a huge crush, it feels like. So I don't know what that's about, but yeah, I couldn't stay in that little channeled projection for so long because I started to blush and I was like, I can't be here. I don't want Capricorn to look at me. Anyway, all right, I don't know who I'm talking to, so we'll see what's up. I don't know many Capricorns who I know personally will be watching this video, so I'm talking to strangers at this point. Okay, so the group I'm reading for today, what is coming through for the month of August, please? August 2023 for the sign of Capricorn. What is in the personal energy for Capricorn this month? All right, so we have the 7 of Swords. This is your personal energy, okay? So you are trying to be strategic and you're trying to get out of a situation as quietly and secretively as possible. Yeah, you're totally going somewhere. You're trying to go somewhere. So I know this is like a huge deal, like it's a big old plan that you are conspiring or something like that, or it could just be something small this month that you want to get away for a bit, but you have to be secretive about it. But yeah, here's that Emperor. It's like that energy that I was feeling, and that is so weird. I saw this like classy man sitting just like that in the he wasn't dressed like that though, but in the vision that I had, but he had his leg crossed like that. Anyway, but you are strategizing here. You may be keeping some information to yourself. The plan that you have to leave, you are not mentioning this to anyone. Okay, this could involve work just because the Emperor is here. But you are coming up with a plan, like I said, and this is for like your highest good. You feel like you have to get out of a situation. I don't know if any of you feel like you're coming from a chaotic situation, a place where you have felt for a very long time that you cannot get out of, that you were trapped, that maybe people had something on you or some type of leverage on you or something like that. There was this mental thing where for the longest time, it just feels like you couldn't move, you couldn't get away, you couldn't get out. And I don't know, for August, I don't know if you are literally like making the move in August, but I know for sure you are planning to do it. You're on another course, you're on another track, your destination is still like awaiting you, you know, and if you would have stayed where you're at, you would have never gotten there. But you're taking control and authority of your own life, of your own situation, and it's like very passionate and very aggressive or assertive, to the point where it's just, I take no prisoners, like I have no mercy. Like I really feel that it's a matter at this point of like maybe a little bit of survival, or like the winner, you know, like the best person will win, or the one with the most potential and capability and strategic, the best strategist. It's almost a game here. Like maybe this thing is turning into a game in some way. But you're the emperor, you know, so you're coming out on top here. Whether you're a female or a male, you're in a more masculine energy. The masculine is the one that takes the action. So all of us have both feminine and masculine within us. Masculines take the action and do the things. So you're sitting in that energy, which is probably not uncommon for a Capricorn to be in. I mean, they totally take control of their lives no matter what. Nobody's going to tell them any other way, right? Like, so for a Capricorn to be in a situation where they feel trapped, that is odd. That's not normal. There's something about that situation that you know is not normal, okay? They're like an evolved Capricorn, and I have a lot of Capricorn people in my life. I know a lot about astrology. I have a little bit of Capricorn in my chart. An evolved Capricorn will not take any shit from anybody. Like, there's no, like, you don't even think about that. Like, you know, the drama or the negativity, or anybody trying to control you or limit you, or like, no. And it's just making me all feel weird now, because I mean, I know the Capricorn energy, like that does not happen. So I don't know why that's happening. I don't know why you had to feel like you were trapped in a place where you couldn't get out of, but I mean, at least at this point you are. And what is the reason for having to sneak it and be sneaky about it? Why is that? Why can't you just do the thing that you need to do? That's another thing here. It's like, I don't need to ask permission. I don't need to get your opinion. You know, like where is that coming from, that you feel like you need to be sneaky about it and secretive? I mean, I understand being private, right? Like I always say that in the readings. Being private is different. I get it. But there's a strategic element happening here, where usually with the Seven of Swords, where you don't want to be caught. You don't want people to know what you're doing, because you're trying to get away with something. And usually it's trying to get out of a situation that you are probably obligated to. Okay, that could be it. Maybe you feel obligated to it, or you're responsible. But at the same time, there's a different way to do it. You could be open. You can, if there's responsibility here, like you need to hand off responsibility, right? And you need to tell people, you know, what's what. Like, I am leaving. I am getting out of this situation. You need to figure it out. My responsibilities here need to go and be handed to other people, something like that. So that's interesting. I guess, I don't know. I mean, everybody has their own story, so we'll see what that's about. But otherwise, you're really powerful this month. There is a plan. There is a destination. You are on your path. Even if you have to be secretive about it, you are going somewhere. What is in the environment for the Capricorn this month? See if we get more information on this. What is in the environment for Capricorn, please? So for more independence, you're looking for more independence, and that's the thing still, right? Like, why don't you feel independent? You have the 9 of Pentacles and the 7 of Wands in your environment. With the Ace of Swords. I'm going to keep that Hanged Man. You're telling someone the truth, that's for sure. You're coming through with the truth about something. It's like you're looking for peace. You're tired of all of the drama. You're tired of everything just feeling like it's like one thing after another that just hit you, you know, from all sides. Like you're being hit from all sides in whatever situation that you're in right now. And you're trying to find the peace. You're trying to find the calm. You're trying to detach from this little chaotic situation and stay truthful to who you are. You're staying quiet. There's a need to be quiet with the Hanged Man here, the 7 of Swords. You're perceiving the situation differently. But it's all about your independence and your, like, stability, security, something like that. But you are taking control. I guess it's just the situation that you're in that there's a reason that you have to still be here. I don't feel much movement. We'll see what comes up in the details, but I don't feel like you are literally taking action at this point. I think that intuitively, I feel like if, like, at any moment, that's what it is too. At any moment, like, you'll be triggered. You're gonna snap. Like you're hanging on by a thread, it feels. And at any moment, you're just going to be like, I'm done, I'm out. And take, like you're in your power, you're sitting in your power, and if anybody fucks up or messes with you or just says the wrong thing, something like that, you're out. That's what it feels like. You're at your wit's end. You're hanging on by a thread, literally. You're hanging on. There's no movement right now, okay? So we'll see if the movement's gonna come this month or not. But let's get into it and see what is going to come through. We're gonna do a 12-card spread and break down the month for you by beginning, middle, and end of month. It's about like 9 or 10 days each. So beginning of the month for the Capricorn. Let's get some details for the Capricorn for August 2023, please. You're sitting in your power, you're being truthful and authentic, but at the same time you are quiet and secretive, and you're contemplating, you're perceiving, you're reflecting, you're preparing. There's a preparation energy coming through. You're physically preparing, maybe financially preparing, for sure mentally and emotionally preparing to make this change. It's also what it feels like. You know it in your bones. The High Priestess. Beginning of the month, you are super in tuned and connected with your inner knowing and your higher self. You're talking to spirit. You're talking to the universe in a way. Six of Cups. Ace of Pentacles. The Chariot card again. You're looking at your past. I feel like you're thinking about how much you have put into this situation, like how you got here. Reflecting on the big moments in your experience or in your past that have led you to where you're at this point. Maybe you are communicating with some ancestors and doing a little bit of praying. And it's trying to, like I said, you're preparing. And if you're a spiritualist or a mystic or something like that, like, preparation happens in that way, right? Like, if we know we need, something's coming, change is coming, or we need to make a change or something big or whatever, like, we are going to go to spirit. We are going to connect with our inner self. That is part of it. So you may be connecting with your ancestors, like I said, because the Six of Cups is here. Just asking for advice, guidance, strength, you know, to be smart about your decision making, to guide you and protect you through this process type of thing. Feels a little spiritual. At the same time, material. So you're going for material. You're going for more money, more stability, a better situation as it relates to your security, stability, money, job, something like that. Could be a home also, like you're leaving a home, going into another. But the whole reason why this is happening is because the Chariot. There's a deep, deep sense that I'm not on my path right now. I'm not on the right path. So it's like you think about destiny and you think about, and you compare it to free will, right? And, you know, a lot of people are like, well, is it destiny? Is it destined? Or is it free will? Like, whatever. I mean, I think it's both. I think that we land where we're supposed to land all the time. But the path that we take is different, right? So there are, you know, endless amount of options as it relates to how to get somewhere from point A to point B. It's not just one way. And so we choose how we're going to get there. But at the end of it, we always land where we're supposed to land. And so I think that even though you may, like, we are always on our path, for you, this path that you have chosen, and maybe a while back you chose it, it has just worn itself out. Like, the path is not clear anymore. The path has debris. The path is like deserted. Like, if, you know, you're thinking of a journey when you're in a car or something like that. And so, yeah, it's going to take you to where you have to go, but not without obstacle, not without challenge, not without, like, shitty feeling of, like, fuck, like, this one thing after another, it's just coming at me, you know? Like, nothing is easy right now. So that's, like, your little spidey sense, your inner knowing is telling you it's because you're taking the wrong way. You're taking the wrong route. Let's go find an easier route. A route that, you know, is clear, clean. We see the destination, you know, in the horizon. It's going to add something to our lives, right? Like more money, more stability, you know, a level up in your status, in your role, something like that. So that's how it feels to me with you guys, is that you know that you're working harder, not smarter. You know that the effort you are putting in is not gaining you anything, and you want an easier life, you want an easier way. You could be doing something else and making more money. That's what it feels like as well. If it's not money or job or anything like that, and it could be anything, but the context and the, like, message is the same, right? You fit it into your situation. So anyway, that's what's happening. You're thinking about that at the beginning of August. What is coming through for the middle of August, please? I'll do some clarifying once I get all of the 12 card spread done. What's coming through for Capricorn, middle of August? There's that Five of Wands again. Ooh, there's a person. Queen of Cups. Is this a helper? Is this a distractor? Who is this person? Queen of Cups and the High Priestess are very, very similar cards. And I don't always call out the signs unless there's, like, big reason to. And there's a big reason today, because you have 3 cards that represent the sign of Cancer. The High Priestess, the Chariot, and the Queen of Cups. So you may be dealing with a Cancer in some way, or at least a water sign, but male or female. Cancer is also your opposite sign. So this could be your partner. If it's not a Cancer, it could be your partner or someone you consider your partner in some way. Yeah, the Nine of Cups. So the middle of the month, there's a little bit of mess. There's people all over the place. People with their own agendas, with their own wants and interests. People not on the same page. They don't want the same things. I don't know if this is like an element of you coming through with some compassion. But, what is this queen doing here? I feel like this queen is your guide, is your inspiration, is your muse. Like, in other words, like, you know this person, male or female, they seem to have gone a path that you sort of wish that you could go on as well, right? Or you sort of wish, like, or saw their path and how easy their path is, and you're like, hey, why does mine have to be so fucking hard, right? Like, this person seems to know where they're going, you know? And so it's not necessarily a jealous thing. I absolutely do not feel jealousy whatsoever. I more so feel inspiration, like a person that you admire, or you have seen someone do the thing, and now and whatever they did is similar to what you want to do, as far as like making a change, taking action, something like that. And so it's like, well, if this person can do it, I can do it, you know. And I think that this person, if you are in contact with them and they are a part of your life, I think that they're giving advice. I think that they are nurturing, compassionate, loving, you know, they're welcoming you in, or they're giving you, like, they're telling you how they're doing this. They're telling you their story, something like that. It's also a feeling of like, there's all of this stuff happening around you, and you're, I don't know if you've ever seen a movie like that, where it's like the person, like, that the viewer is seeing from their perspective, a person's perspective, and they're literally like still in the screen while everything around them is moving, but they are still watching everything move around them. Does that make sense? I get that vision. I get that feeling. And you're just like standing there, like disconnected, almost as though you cannot be seen. Everybody else is doing their thing, and everybody's all chaotic and just like confused, and there's no structure, you know. It, like, people are making stupid decisions, and I don't know, just like messy, and you're just there sort of like in awe around the fact that people can be like this. You're just like, what the fuck is happening? Like, where am I right now? Why am I even here? Like, that's what it feels like. And so you're just like still, and there's this moment of just like, I have, like, you have nothing, you know, like, you can't add anything, you can't offer anything, you can't go in and just like help in any way, because they are so consumed in the shit that they're doing. And you're just sort of like, at this point, maybe you realize, like, okay, I'm out. I may still physically be here, but I'm checked out, you know. And you are thinking of where you want to go next. You're thinking about what you want to do, this whole plan that you're trying to strategize. And so in the middle of the month, there's a moment of realization and an awakening moment with the Judgment card here. The Nine of Cups comes through when we feel like we're making a, how can I say, like, it's the best case scenario. There you go. It's the best case scenario. You thought of the best case scenario, like whatever, however this looks, and you had this realization, this moment of realization of like where you want to go. But we'll get some more clarification. Here's that Five of Cups. The end of the month, there's a bittersweet feeling here. You may have lost or perceived that you have lost something. It's like being left out, being alone, being left out in the cold, being forgotten. Two of Pentacles. I don't know. I'm getting a weird feeling out of this. You need to prepare yourself. And yes, I said you're already preparing yourself, but if you're taking this reading seriously, I just got this weird sense of like something happening. You don't want to be caught off guard. Make sure you prepare for whatever change you anticipate to come your way. There's going, and I don't mean to scare anyone, and I'm so sorry, but there's going to be big change at the end of the month for you in some way. It's going to hit you emotionally, and it's going to hit you materially. Who had these two together? Oh no. And I was like saying like, look, like this is a contrast. Oh my goodness, who was it? It was another sign. Was it Taurus? I want to say it was Taurus. Shit, that's gonna bother me. But they literally came together at the end of the month. So something's happening at the end of the month. Anyway, 2 5s here. If you have any Aquarius in your chart, look at that one. I did that. They had the number 5 come through in the little meditation that I did. But the 5 literally means change. It's a shake up in the foundation. The 4, if the 4 means routine and consistency and stability, then the 5 comes in and sort of knocks that whole foundation out, right? Like if you're going bowling and you're knocking down all the pins, that's what it's like. You're trying to balance as this thing happens. You're trying to balance your emotions. You're trying to balance your finances. Something is going to stir up the fire within you as well out of this loss. Like for some of you, even though you may have had this plan going for a bit and you know, everything still stands that I said. For some of you, because you have not made a move, the universe is going to move you. Like the universe is going to do the move for you. So I don't know how you feel about that. You'd rather do the move first. You'd rather make a move first. Do the change yourself. Because something's going to happen at the end of the month where it's going to feel like, shit, I should have done this 2 weeks ago. You know? And now this is happening to me. The universe is making it happen. But we will see what that's about. Let's get into the clarifiers. And what is the High Priestess with the 6 of Emotions? Something to be strong about. You know the change is coming. You know change is coming, and I mean you're a cardinal earth sign. Like you move mountains here, you know? There's nothing that you cannot handle. If you're being a little like procrastinating, if you're the type of Capricorn that like is waiting till the last minute or something like that, okay. But just know that as long as you're prepared and you see it coming, right? Like you don't want to be caught off guard. But for you, this is a big change. So it's rocking your world a little bit. And therefore, there's a sense of needing spiritual assistance. You know you're about to go through something. But you'll be fine. You'll be fine. Look at these beautiful cards. Strength, Star, the Empress. I can't even show you. But, right, like... the Empress is sitting nice and pretty in her throne. And she knows that she's good. She knows that she's secure, she's safe, she'll be fine. Have faith. Faith in yourself, courage, bravery, faith in the universe. This is cosmic. This is destined. This is the feeling of heaven on earth. Right? Like the angels or the ancestors, the guides coming down and blessing the earth realm in your life, blessing you specifically. You will always land on your feet. You will always, you know, be on your throne type of thing. So you're probably praying, just making sure that you are preparing energetically, spiritually, emotionally, mentally for this big move at the beginning of the month. What's this? The Fool, you know you're going to go through a new start, taking a risk, taking a leap. There's an unknown element to this. Yeah. Something also comes through mid-month, and you're aware you may experience a loss or a, how can I say, there's something about your finances, about your money that you are going to see decrease. A decrease in your money, a decrease in your finances. It's like you have a hint that that's going to happen, and maybe you're praying that it doesn't. By mid-month, you become aware that, like, you start off with a hint beginning of the month. Mid-month, it's like more of a hint. I think mid-month, whatever you know about the decrease in your money, you're going to feel like a little bit in denial. It's like praying and trying, like no, that's not going to happen, right? Like, that cannot happen. That cannot happen. But it might. Okay, with these 2 5s here. These 2 5s talk about loss. All right? I'm telling you so you can prepare yourself. Don't go out and spend all the money. Don't be frivolous. Don't, you know, like, be really smart with your budgeting. Be really smart with what you're spending your money on. Because if you feel like you can spend on something because it's going to come back to you and you're going to get it or whatever, I'm telling you, this card is the card of, like, having the money. It came out and fell out reversed. All right? Like, you're taking a leap and you're being risky with something in the beginning of the month, and it may not pay off. Just trying to prepare you. This is not the month to spend. Change is coming. What is this? There's a completion as it relates to a group of people. Here's that 5 of Cups again. Something's ending. Everybody, not everybody, but a lot of signs are getting this energy of, like, an era, an end of an era. Yeah, this is just too toxic. Whatever you're dealing with is too toxic. There's nothing worth that. Like, I know everybody has their own situation, but I don't know what is keeping you here. You've been in here for a very long time. That's probably what it is. You're deep-rooted. Deep-rooted. I feel like the roots run deep. Like, trying to pull out a tree, right? Like, you cannot pull it out. You've been here for too long. That's why. It's a big change for you. And it's almost like, I cannot believe this is happening. I cannot, like, I keep feeling that. I keep hearing that. Like, you're in disbelief. Like, you never prepared for this day to come. There's no words for this. It's like, how can anybody stay in this? How can anybody live like this? Every day is shitty. Every day is toxic. Every day is low level. Every day there's people out for themselves. Every day it's like people strategizing and lying and being deceitful and selfish and manipulating and cold and harsh and People are hurt. People are in pain, and they don't like the people that are doing all of this, the people that are acting out. They're so broken. So broken. This is like low, three-dimensional vibration here. People that are not open, people that are not conscious, people that are not awake, people that are not in touch with their spirituality, in touch with their higher self, inner knowing. Like, these people are, from my perspective, because of the type of life I live, I see these types of people as like, this is the alien. This is the glitch in the system, you know? This is the demon, the reptilian. I don't know how else to say it. Like, these people are fake. These are not the real deal here on Earth, on planet Earth, right? They are just put here. I don't know why they're put here. I mean, yes, of course, they're put here so the rest of us can deal with them and learn lessons, basically. I get it. But fuck. Like, they're just taking up space. Oh my god, I can't believe I just said that. These people are just taking up space. Ugh, get out, get out. Who's this queen? This queen knows it. This queen knows it. He or she. Yeah, putting up the boundaries, protecting oneself. It's probably you. Judgment, the awareness. Like, you saw this. Like that moment that I just said about the person standing still and having that realization and seeing everything happening. And it's just like, I can't believe I'm here right now. Why am I fucking here? Like, what is this place? You have truth coming through about what you need to do. I know I'm reiterating, like, I mean, this is the story playing itself out here. You know you have to go. And it's all right. There's nothing wrong with it. The only reason why it feels like that is because you've been there for so long. But people come and go every day, you know? 9 of emotions and the Judgment card. The Sun, the Lovers, the 2 of Cups with the Tower. Holy moly. I'm telling you, somebody had a crush on you. There was something like that. It was just like this overwhelming feeling of yeah, that when you're really attracted to somebody, when there's magnetism and connection, and it's just like a overwhelming passionate feeling, something like that. But this person is going to come through in some way in the middle of the month, and maybe this person is also helping you see this even more clearly. Like I was saying, there's somebody else, right, that has done the work or is on a certain path or something like that. And it could be a blend of this person giving you advice, supporting you in some way, showing you the way, being there as a rock, as an anchor, as you are able to make your way and do it for yourself. But at the same time, there's a relationship involved here with them. It could be like 2 people like that are friends who, you know, are supporting one another, whatever, and then, you know, they just start to get closer and closer, and eventually feel like they have feelings for each other, like romantic feelings for one another, something like that. But you realize that you and another person have those feelings for one another in some way with the Judgment card here. You're coming together with two people are coming together. You may also be 2 people that are like shining light on these other people, if that makes sense. Yeah, this is a King of Swords, same person. This person is just helping you out through this moment, through this thing. Illuminating the truth here. Because the King of Swords comes with truth. Yeah, watch the Aquarius reading. I did that one last night. It's very not very similar. Well, yeah, they're going through a shakeup also. It's very, there's a familiar element that this reading has to that one. My instinct right now, and I don't know how this looks, but my instinct and my intuition right now is saying that people are going to get cut. There is a elimination, there's a cutting, because the swords, right? Like, yes, it's truth. So you're gonna be faced with some truth, some big awareness. It involves two people, somebody that you are, I don't know, sort of in a relationship with or something like that. It's weird because I feel people are going to get cut. I don't know what that means. And there's a big awakening moment, yes. But why the Nine of Cups and the Lovers and the Two of Cups? Like, there's romance. There's a romantic thing involved in this whole situation that you're trying to get out of, which is weird. I don't think you're trying to get out of this romance, though. Like, somehow the romance is coming through this low-level situation. What is that and why? There is love, there's care, there's passion with this other person, this king. This king has love, passion for this queen. But at the same time, the queen has her guard up. It's like this, there's a person that's trying to come through and show you that they are there for you, that they care for you. But you're so involved in what's happening around you. It's almost like you don't have time for this shit. And on the same time, like, you are, what is the word? On high alert. Because there's a little bit of trauma that you've created that has happened as you've been dealing with these crazy people. And this king, male or female, coming through is like trying to get your attention, trying to communicate, trying to help you even, like, with this situation. But it's almost as though you can't really pick up on it, or you can't see it because you're fighting. You're in defense mode. Like, you need to make sure you're okay. Like, you're going through something big, you know? You're going through something big. It's like, if you're single and you're going through a big moment in your life, and then, like, your person shows up during this moment, and it's just like, why now? Why now? You know, like, I have to deal with this. I have to make these big changes. You know, like, I have this plan that's happening. I'm scared of my finances. I'm praying to God, like, you know, that everything turns out okay. And it's just like, why is this happening now? That's it. That's how I feel about it. I don't know what that means, but if you're not single and you're in a relationship, your person is needing help or needing your attention, and you're just like, I can't give it to you right now, you know? Because you're going through all of this stuff. What is this down here? 6 of Wands. The Devil and the 2 of Pentacles. So there's a duplicate card there. The 6 of Wands and the Devil. What? There's something off with your reading this month, Capricorn. You're losing attention, you're losing status, you are losing at the game, if there is a game. You're breaking free. There you go. You're breaking free. Yeah. There's that. What is this? Ace of Pentacles. You're breaking free, and it feels sad. It feels like a loss. Here's the star again with the 7 of Wands. You're going down. How can I say, like, I wanted to say you're going down without a fight. I don't even know what that means. You're going down, you're fighting your way out. Like, you're literally fighting your way out of this thing. There's probably going to be a lot of arguments, for sure. A lot of, like, tension, people on high alert with their boundaries, being very overly defensive. Like, you are talking and proving your points. You are defending your position, maybe defending other people in some way. It's just like, I'm leaving, but you're not going to leave. Like, it does seem like you're leaving quietly, or maybe that is your wish and your strategy, but throughout the month, it's not like that. Like, it just feels like there's so much activity happening around you. So much activity. And maybe you are arguing and all of this stuff, but you are keeping to yourself that you're going to leave in some way. Something like that. The High Priestess is coming out at the end of the month again. So these prayers that you were praying to your ancestors and connecting with your higher self and all of that stuff, something about that is going to come back, and it's going to give you the fire, the stamina, the courage that you need to have to actually make a move. Because remember, I said you're not making any moves. By the end of the month, I think you are. And I also said that for some of you, the universe is making the move for you. It's like you're praying with the High Priestess, and you're praying and you're wishing and you're wanting something, whatever, and then you get your wish come true. So even if you're not making the move yourself, but you're praying about it, it happens. And something's over, something ends, something you've been waiting for to end. But I mean, you're in your power. I know the Queen of Wands is a fire energy, but it's a lot of Capricorn type of personality traits in a Queen of Wands. You're in your power at the end. Male or female? Not without a loss, not without a fight. There's a lot of loss and fight happening. And it's also funny that something that you've been praying for, right, you get. But at the same time, this person that's coming through in this little relationship thing, this little romantic thing, whatever the case is, don't discount that. I feel like they have something, they're going to help, or they're going to have a role to play here in some way. I don't know if it's actually in August. It may come through after this thing goes down. But I just feel that whatever assistance you're asking for, it may not have even been them specifically. It may not have even been this specifically. It was just more of like, help me navigate through this situation, help me get out of this, or, you know, like without any actual specific intention, just a matter of give me all the strength I need, right, like to be okay. Either way, the universe is like, I hear you. I am going to make things happen. You're not going to understand it, especially this person, but just know that this is supposed to happen. This is supposed to be something like that. So don't discount that. I feel like this was part of your prayer. They're playing a role, as I mentioned. Obviously, whatever changes happen at the end is part of it as well. The only thing that I would, and I know that this is like inspiring a sense of anxiety, but you know, save your money. Save your money. All right. If you are not too like in a place where, you know, you can handle a big change financially, this is not the month to be risking it. Okay? Wait it out. Wait till this smooths over, because there's a lot of chaos and there's a lot of things happening this month, and you don't want to be like, every move you make needs to be smart. Every move you make needs to be intentional, if that makes sense. All right, let's get a card of advice from the universe for the month, please. This is the Sacred Geometry Oracle deck. What is coming through for the Capricorn for August? Honesty and intimacy. So you have a 5. This is honesty, number 23, breaking down to a 5. The energy of honesty supports our choice to be courageously truthful and genuine with kindness and tact. So this is the advice as you navigate these things, I don't even know what to call it, these people, situations this month. Just make sure that you're being honest to yourself. And if you do have to speak to anyone, you come from an honest place. I wouldn't overshare. And I don't think you are anyway with the High Priestess coming out twice. But make sure that you are being honest with yourself about the situation. Be careful with the denial. Be careful with, like, yes, you're praying. And maybe you have a really, really good connection with your spirit guides, with God, with the universe, whatever. And you trust it completely. If you tell the universe, like, you know, like, do a good prayer that you think you can spend some money later and you're going to get it back and you're going to be okay, I'm telling you, something's up. The universe knows that this is going to happen. Like, but not like you just need to, I feel that really strongly. You just need to save your money. Okay. However that's going to look for you. I don't know. 26, breaking down to an 8. Intimacy. The energy of intimacy supports us trusting that we are safe to allow closeness. So that may be playing out for you this month with this person coming through in the middle of the month somewhere. So connect, be open to that if you want to. But anyway, let me know how it goes, Capricorn. I'm curious to know about your situation. Leave a comment or something like that. Check back with this reading in the middle of the month, later in the month, if you need some reassurance or reinforcement. Like the video, press the little thumbs up button if you've gotten this far. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. I always appreciate the support and your time and your energy listening to these readings. Check out your other placements in your birth chart, your rising sign, your moon sign. And I hope you have an awesome month. We'll see you on the next one.